Okay.
No, thank you. Yeah.
Right, yes, I think I should say to begin with, we've had a few warnings that our internet connection is unstable. So I hope I can get through all of this. You actually may prefer that I don't. But anyway, apologies in advance if that's what happens. Just to begin with, as a native Mancunian, currently living in exile in the home counties, I think I'd also like to welcome Chazan Marx to Kenton. By the way, Chazan Marx, I hope you're not a City supporter. Mind you, although we didn't belong to the Heaton Park, I remember the shore very clearly. I remember being a best man at a wedding there. There were boys I knew from school who had their bar mitzvahs there. The shul's shamus was a Mr. Fairman, and he, of all things, was the coach and teacher of our choir at the Holy Law and came and conducted us from time to time. And one of Heaton Park Shul's former ministers, Reverend Leslie Olsberg, Zichrono Livracha, taught me when I was a pupil at the legendary Balkins Cheder. Anyway, enough of this nostalgia. As we've heard, there are two parshiot tomorrow, the Behar and Bechukotai. And Bechukotai, as Rabbi Black's already said, is the final sidra in the book of Vayikra. And that's the book the sidra I just want to mention for a couple of minutes. Now, Bechukotai is famous for containing the Tochacha, the great rebuke, which details what the Jewish people can expect if they don't observe the mitzvot. And a long and defined list it is too. First, nature will turn against us, then wild animals will come against us, then our enemies will come against us, and we'll be defeated, humiliated, forced into exile. Our spirit will be utterly broken. All in all, then, it's a pretty rom-dom. I wonder what would happen if tomorrow morning we go to shul and the rabbi announces he's decided we're not going to lane Bechukotai. We're only going to lane Behar. And the reason for this is the rabbi finds Bechukotai unpleasant and intimidating, so we're going to skip it. We'll read Parashat Behar, then we'll find a Haftarah somewhere to read, and then we'll go straight on to Musaf. Now, strange, well, the Baal Koreh, and I suspect in the Kenton that might be Rabbi Black, might sense a feeling of great relief. I've laned Bechukotai and easy laning, it certainly isn't. But this whole thing is not as ridiculous and as outrageous as it might sound. There was a famous 20th century Rabbi Yisrael Meir HaKohen Kagan, who's known better perhaps as the Chofetz Chaim, and he reports that this was actually the practice in a few communities. When it came time in the year to read Bechukotai, the communities mentioned by the Chofetz Chaim, feeling that these curses were so dreadful, they didn't want to hear them, so they missed out the Sedra altogether. I mean, nobody wanted to be called up for the Tochacha anyway, so better not lay it at all. Needless to say, the Chofetz Chaim was deeply angry with this response. For one thing, these communities were ignoring the duty to read the Torah in public on Shabbat. Moreover, there's a verse in the book of Proverbs which instructs us to reject neither God's discipline nor his rebuke. But more to the point, however, perhaps, is the attitude which may have caused these communities to act in this way. These Jews seem to have felt that if they didn't read the Tochacha, if they didn't read this litany of curses, they would somehow not be held responsible for their wrongdoings. Ignore it and it'll go away. But the Chofetz Chaim explains that the Tochacha would actually affect them precisely because they were trying to ignore it. And he says it's like someone who is warned that a particular street, particular road is dangerous, it's full of potholes and rocks. So what he does is he wears a blindfold while he's walking down it. So then if he gets hurt, he claims he couldn't see the danger. And this is the point. This list of curses isn't some sort of exercise in divine revenge. It's intended to help us see our path more clearly. It's something which seeks to influence us. And the responsibility to act is on us. If we are going to initiate any change for the better in ourselves, then the only people who can do it is us. Indeed, when the curses are concluded, God says that whatever else may happen, v'zacharti et briti, I will remember my covenant. And this covenant is bilateral. God will remember the Jewish people. He will fulfill his part of the bargain. But the covenant, if that is going to be activated, the other party's also got to act. And the other party is us. And the other party is the Jewish people. Okay, so let's just end these few words with an anecdote, which I think seeks to bring a calming and comforting perspective, not only to the nightmare of the Tochacha, but also the COVID nightmare of the past 14 months, and of course, the tragedy which is still very much with us, the events of Lag BaOmer in Meron last week, and indeed beyond that. Rabbi Nachum of Chernobyl, the Chernobyl Rabbi, once spent Shabbat with Baal Shem Tov. Baal Shem Tov was the father of the Hasidic movement. It so happened that that week was Parashat Bechukotai. And much to his surprise, the Chernobyl was called up for the Aliyah of the Tochacha. Apparently, in that shul, they did lane both parashiot. And the man who was doing the laning, the Baal Koreh, was the Baal Shem Tov. As the Baal Shem Tov began to lane, the Chernobyl felt a terrible pain throughout his body. But as the list of curses progressed, the pain became less acute. And by the end of the Aliyah, Rabbi Nachum was entirely healed. His acceptance of the great rebuke had brought him a total healing of his body and of his soul. And as it was with him, so may it be for all of us. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, David. Thank you. Very, very thoughtful words there from you. And a big shkoyach to you. And oh, it's a Mancunian day today. Mancunian. All the Mancunians are taking over, except for me. Okay, I'm just going to do a Misha Be'er Cholim. He's here, he's with us. Okay, that's wonderful. Lovely to see you. Can you unmute yourself, please? Yes?
Thank you.
Yes,
good. Can you hear me?
Yes, wonderful. Lovely to see you. Let me just, I'm going to unpin my spotlight. Here we go. That's wonderful. That's it. Okay, we're going to, how are you doing, Yehuda? Nice to see you. How's everything?
Yeah, thank God. It's lovely to be here. I'd like to thank your cousin and Robert Brody for asking me to come. And I know you've also wanted me to come. It's very, very kind of you. Both of you are very valuable colleagues of me. And I appreciate your friendship and sincerity and know that both of you do an excellent job in Kenton and where you are.
Thank you, Yehuda. Thank you for those words. And you're looking good. You're looking well.
Thank you. Baruch Hashem. It's lovely to see you all. And I'd like to thank David Harris for his inspiring Devar Torah, and yours as well.
Another Mancunian.
Yeah. Not going to tell him what football team is sport, because that was spoiled the whole thing.
Well, hopefully you're united together. Now,
yes, in the city of Manchester.
That was pretty bad, that one, wasn't it? Now let me have a look over here. We've got Yedid Nefesh on our screen, as you can see.
Right.
And we're going to start with Yedid Nefesh, as we normally do, and lead the way, please.
Thank you. Yedid Nefesh, Avarachamon, Meshachabecho, Elatomecho, Yonotzavecho, כמוהו ישתחווה עמו הרוחו יעלו ידיד עושךו מינו ויצו חודו Adonai, Zivoram, Nashichelas, Avasaro, Alena, Ravono, Halavetla, Marabeho, Astis Chazei, Asiyas Ramapei, Vahon Yisaro, Simachas Oilom, Vasik Yahamono, Rachameho, Vachosano, Habenahu Vacho, Kizekamo, Nixoy Nixati, Ehavoismela, Eladatoraho, Elachmo, Achondali Yebi, Vachosa. No, Beyatil Shalom. Ekoleno, Varosh Havini Olai, Asukas, Shalom Aracho, Toilet, Nitvodacho, Magila, and Yismahov, Maho, Kipomo, the Choneno, Kimayom, la 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 la
Shkoyach, thank you very much for that. We're going to continue now with Lechuna Ranana. You can follow me on screen, or because I have a screen share, or you can follow in the Chief Rabbi's Siddur on page 258.
Lachon elanu noladu enoi, nariya leso hishenu. Haboyim shana kur bedoi, v'yohem alam tevahem, v'heim lo yotu d'lochoi, asher nishbati b'api, em yavom ha'menochasi. Shil Adonai, Shil Chodosh, Shil Adonai, Kol Haaretz, Shil Adonai, Baruch Shemo, Bashomei Yoim Yeshua, Sapru HaGoyim, Kavodai, B'chol Ha'amim, Nifloi So, Ki Gadol Adonai, Amol Me'od, Noraho, Al Kol Elohim, Ki Kol Elohei, Ha'amim Elilim, V'adomoi, Shamayim Oso, Oid V'hodo, Lefono, Ois V'siferes, B'mikdosho, Havol Adonai, Mishpachot Samim, Havol Adonai, Kavod Vayos, Havol Adonai, Kavod Shemo, Zomincha, Ovol Chatzroiso, Ishtachol Adonai, Behar Kodesh, Chilomi Fonov, Koretz, Imrov Agoyim, Adonai Moloch, After Rival, Maltimoy, Yotin, Amim B'Meisharim. Yismach Hashemayim, V'Sokei La'aretz, Yeraham Hayam Aloha, Yaveh Sarachai, V'chol Lahashebo. Oz Yeranenu Karatzeyo, Lifnei Adonai, Kivo, Nishmoi Toretz, Yishaboi Teirobes Tuledei, Yamim Bianonaso, Adonai Malach. Ki atwadnu yain al kol oretz meyoin aleso al kol Elohim oyad yadoinoi sinuro Shlemen Naveshoves Chasidov Meyar Reshovim Yatzileim Ozon Ratzali Oishelev Simcho Sanikim Adonai Ohodo Lezecher Kotsho Mizmor Shirav Mashichodosh. Lo Kodase Ores, Eshishuas Eloheinu, Hariyo Ladon Kolores, Pisco Veraninu Vezameru, Ranu Ladon Bechinoi, Bechinoi the Kozimro, the Katsos, the Korashoifo, Hariyo Livneamela Horinoi, Yeramayom Amalo, Tevel Vayo Trevo, Holos Timka. Yachad Harim Yeraneinu, Lifnei Adonai Ki Yevo, Lishpoet Ahodes, Yishpoet Etehem Betzemedek, V'yamim V'meshorim, la 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 Miamonon yedaber aleim, shomer loet oisov, v'chuvoik nusalomoi, Adonai, Akol anisom, enos ha'isalom, v'nokem ani elosom, loma mo'adon mo'eloeno, v'shachvo laha korisho, ki kadosh, Adonai, Eloheinu, Nismo Tovim.
Kavod Adonai ben Elim, Avod Adonai Kavod, Havod Adonai Kavod Shemo, Kavod Adonai Baruch Kodesh, Kol Adonai Hayim, Ela Kavod Yirim, Adonai Hayim, Kol Adonai Bakoa, Kol Adonai Boda, Kol Adonai Shoiver Alakim, Meshaber Adonai Es Ale Havonon, Oyakidem Kamoegel, Levona Vasiloi, Kamon Ben Remim, Kol Adonai, Koi save Lahavos. Kol Adonai Yachil Midbo Yachil Adonai Midbo Kodesh Kol Adonai Yachil Otherwise, Yahweh's Kulai Kulai, Over Kulai Kulai, Omer Kovol, Adonai, Vayeshemanoi Melech Leholom Adonai Leyamoyetein Adonai Yivorevel Es Amoy Ashoy. L'chomoinine koskala, Reshavos Kabbalah, L'chomoinine koskala, Reshavos Kabbalah, Shahomon Vadachom Edibo Echad, Ishmiyanu Elam Yachad, Adonai Yachad, Shma Yachad, L'shem Eres Eresilachad, L'chomoinine koskala, L'chomoinine koskala, L'chomoinine Kabbalah, Nikra Shabbos, L'chuven Elachah, Ki Himakoi, Haladocha, Menoish Mekara Masocha, Zohasara Shavot Echillah, L'chomoinine Kabbalah, L'chomoinine Kabbalah, L'chomoinine Kabbalah, Mitash Melech Himelocha, Kom Misahim, Mitochafecha, Rav Loch Sheves, Beyom Kabbalah, V'yachamol Alaycha Hanoha, L'chomoinine Kabbalah, L'chomoinine Kabbalah, L'chomoinine Kabbalah, Isnaharim Meyafa Komi, L'shibik Deisi Patechami, Aliyah Ben Ishai B'Salachmi, Kohona Shigayu Hulaha, L'chomoinine L'chomoinine Kabbalah, Ishorari, Kiva Ore, Komi Ori, Oni, Shiraberi, Kavola Niglaha, L'chomoinine Kabbalah, L'chomoinine Kabbalah, Shabbat Kabbalah. Oh, se hovo shi lo hovo se kolemi mama chi toy khakhiyo mahatemi po yakhsuani yami ne no sone ra de lo ay 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 lo kodoveri ay 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 rigatala ay 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 habe shabos ne shabos egalo ay 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 lo kodoveri ay 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 rigatala ay 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 habe shabos ne shabos egalo ay yolam shi Nagila, ay 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 khadawari, ay 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 gatala, ay ay beneshavos, beneshavos gabla, ay 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 khadawari, ay 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 gatala, ay ay beneshavos, beneshavos gabla. Oy ve shola matala talo, gam besimacha usahala, toy hamune yam segola. Holy Allah, holy Allah, ay 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 khadawiri, ay 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 katala, ay 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 perishavos, neshavos ekabala, ay 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 khadawiri, ay 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 katala, ay 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 perishavos, neshavos ekabala, la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ah la 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 la. Ah la 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 la. Oh la 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 la. La 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 la. Ah la 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 la. Ah la 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 la. Oh la 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 la. La 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 la.
Wonderful. Thank you, Yehuda. That was really,
Thank you.
really lovely. Thank you. Shkoyach.
My
Lovely.
pleasure.
I recognized all the tunes. That was really lovely. That was
That's
the last one was a Chabad Nigun.
That's right, absolutely. Very, very popular nowadays,
Very nice. Very, very popular. Very, very popular.
especially for you, that was.
I knew
Especially
it.
for you.
I knew it was, Yehuda. Thank
You
you
see?
very much.
You're welcome. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Yeah, we all loved it. Thank you very, very much.
That's good.
Would you like to give us some extra, anything extra you would like to give?
Would you like me to do from Rosh Chodesh benching as it's a new month?
Yes, why not? Why not? Do something from the Rosh Chodesh benching. And for those people, are we talking about Yehuda time? Are we talking about Yehuda time?
Yeah, okay. 2 year time.
Yeah. Page 424.
Yeah, 2 year time.
Yeah, I don't have anything on the online for you to see, but you can follow it over here. Bilchas HaChodesh, because tomorrow we're going to be blessing the new month of Sivan. So we're going to be coming out of the Sephira time soon. So we'll be able to listen to some nice music at some time. But Bilchas HaChodesh, let's go and have a look at that. Come.
Okay, please God, you should all have a wonderful Chodesh, wonderful year, wonderful life. Together with my dear wife, Melanie, nee Berenblatt, who's a Wembleyite. Wish you a wonderful month, a wonderful Shabbos, wonderful month, and wonderful life. Please God, we should all have Chaim Shel Sholem, Chaim Shel Tova, Chaim Shel Baruch, Panotza, and Chaim Shel Chilus Hatzomos. Should be blessed with good health and have sustenance, and have all our prayers should be answered. Shimonim Mishalis Lebeno should all be answered. LaTova.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. A lovely bracha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yehi rotzoin Yehi rotzai mefanecho, Hashem Elokeinu, Velokei Avoisayanu. Shelachari Sholeinu as Hachoyin Deshate, the Toiva Velivrocho. Shelachari Sholeinu as Hachoyin Deshate, the Toiva Velivrocho. Vasita Alano, Chaim Arochim, Chaim Shal Sholem, Chaim Shal Toiva, Chaim Shal Alocho. Vasita Alano, Chaim Arochim, Chaim Shal Sholem, Chaim Shal Toiva, Chaim Shal Alocho. Vasita Alano, Chaim, Chaim Arochim, Chaim Shesholim, Chaim Sheshulim, Chaim Shaloyo, Chaim Shabalocho, Chaim Shepanoso, Chaim Shechilot Atomos. Chaim Sheishvan Yerashamayim V'Yeravashein Yerashamayim Yerashamayim V'Yeravashein Chaim Shein Boembo Shaloch Limo Chaim 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 Shaloch Chod Chaim Shlevohano V'Yelashayim V'Yelashayim Chaim Sheyimalo Mishalos Libeinu Sheyimalo Mishalos Libeinu Sheyimalo Mishalos Libeinu Sheyimalo Mishalos Libeinu Letoivo Shimon Mishalos Libeinu Letoivo. Amen, amen, amen. So,
Wow. Shkoyach. That was lovely. A bit of Chazonot. It was
Thank you.
lovely. Wonderful. It reminds me of my Zayda. My Zayda was a Reverend Baz. I don't know if you remember him. You probably
Yes, I do. I never had the privilege of listening to him live. I did speak to him once or twice. I met him in Finchley Synagogue. And I've got his recordings, as you know. They're beautiful cousin. You can't beat the old ones.
No,
They're
absolutely.
really fantastic cousin. Your grandfather.
Well,
And composer.
you are also a fantastic cousin, and I just want to say a big shkoyach to that.
Right.
Wonderful.
Different generation.
Oh yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely.
Pleasure. Lovely to sing for you all.
Thank you. Shall we
And
finish
my
up with
wife wishes everyone a Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom?
I've got to
shall
do
we
it
finish-
again now.
Shall we
Should we
finish off
finish
with Yigdal? Yigdal, is that okay?
Yigdal, okay. Yeah.
Page
just about.
12. Page 12. Do whatever tune you want to. You could do the Sephardic
I'll do
one,
the usual
anyone.
one.
You do the one. Okay.
Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yishtabach l'msoveinu Somes yoso Echov v'yein yochid ki yichodo Nelom v'kamen sof leyach so ein ola so go ein oko na halo kedusha so come on holo a sheni ro show me an shit so in no alone la homo so regular so ma so shevana so ne so no an shikula so that si fa lo come Israel come show nothing o ma mi testimony so to us the mesto son le yamo Yadnavione Mompeso, Loya Khalifa, Loyato, Elohim Lazulaso, so further Yodaya, Cisoreno, Papilo Solo, Becatmoso, Going Merish Hassel, give me follow, no say no Russia, Gerisha so, Ishlakli Katesomin, Meshicheno, the Fos Machaki Kates, Yeshua so, Macy Michael, but I have so, but look at it, Shente Hiloso, Macy Michael, Rocha Hasto, Baruch Adayar, Shame Tehiloso.
Koyach.
Really excellent.
Good.
Thanks for asking me.
Koyach Yehuda. Shabbat shalom to you and to Melanie.
Shalom. Thanks for asking me, Robert.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank you, Hazel.
Melanie,
Shalom.
thank you very much.
Koyach.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Wishing everybody Shabbat shalom and lovely to see you. And a good Shabbos, a nice wet Shabbos it looks like, but
Yeah.